Hello students, now we will discuss about the examples of chapter number 4. As you have completed some of the theorems and you are aware that we have discussed about different type of formulas as well. So right now we will discuss about its equations, how we can derive our examples. Now very first part is that we have a circular coil of wire consisting of a number of tons. There are 100 tons, and then we have current that is called as a 0.40 amperes. Radius we have is called as a 8 centimeter, and the magnitude of magnetic field what we want to find it out, it is called as a B. That the thing we have to just find it out. Whenever you are just solving examples, have a habit first of all to just separate out your all those datas, and then just find it out what data you want to find it out and what you have on the other side. Then after just discuss or thought about whatever formula we can apply over here. So first of all what I'm doing is that I'm putting that my radius that is given to me, it is called as 8 centimeters, so I can just say that 0.08 meters. Then I have my number of tons, it is 100. I have current, that is a 0.40 amperes, and then I have to find it out my magnetic field. So what I am doing is that I want to find it out its equation. See, in this example they haven't mentioned that our circular coil has been placed on the axis or our current is passing through it. So you are aware about it's different cases when you have circular loop and magnetic field is surrounded at its axis or at its equatorial line. So it is not mentioned over here. So what I am doing is that I am using this formula. We have just realized and saw some of the examples, that is called as a mu 0 I divided by 4 pi r multiply by angle. That is the formula which we have already utilized. So mu 0 I divided by 4 pi r, and the angle I am just using is called as a 2 pi, number of turns are n. So this is the formula which we have already solved, and we have derived some of the examples with help of that. I am putting those values. You are aware about the value 4 pi cross 10 to the power minus 7 SI is the value of our mu 0, our current, and all those data I am putting that 0.40 multiply by 2, again multiply by then 100 and pi, and divide by, that is called as a 4 pi, and value of our radius is called as 0.08. Whenever you are solving examples of chapter number 4, keep in mind, don't try to put or remove that pi, because sometimes it is directly cancelled out. And same is the course whenever you are doing some of the examples of chapter number 11, try that your power should be first of all calculated, then go for that other calculations. Apart with that, whenever you want to find it out square root, go for that power must be in even number, and whenever you have your powers and you want to find it out cube root, then your power must be divisible of 3. So these are the small things whenever you are solving your examples. So I have to find it out my magnetic field. So after calculation 4 pi can be cancelled out, zero point 0.4 multiply by that is called as a 4 and 2, that is how you can directly calculate. Then 100 power is there, you can just say that 4 to 8, so you can have everything in terms of pi or value of pi, that would be 3.14 cross 10 to the power minus 7 teslas. So this is how you can calculate out your data. Whenever you are just solving some of the examples, I want to just also assure you that try to just calculate or manipulate data mentally, because it will just boost up your calculating ability. Apart with that, it will be helpful to you whenever you are solving examples in NEET or JEE. So oral calculation is the best way to calculate all those things. Same question, but somehow some modification. Long straight wire, so whenever such type of words are there, there might be the equation coming out in your mind. Carries out the current, that is why I is equals to 35 ampere. Magnetic field would be 0.20 centimeter away from the wire. So straight wires formula we can utilize. First of all, that is the primitive thought coming in our mind. Current is called as a 35 amperes, and my magnetic field B, that I have to find it out. I am just using that distance from that point is called as 20 centimeters, so I can have a 0.2 meters. That is the data I have. Whenever I have a straight long wire, my formula is called as B is equals to mu 0 I divided by 4 pi a. At that time we have a is called as our radius, but right now there is no radius we have. So what I am doing is that mu 0 I upon 4 pi a and multiply by sine phi 1 and sine phi 2. So you can remember such type of current carrying wire and magnetic field is been present over here. You have angle like such type of situation. You have phi 1 and phi 2 instead of phi sine theta 1 and theta 2. You can use cos theta and cos theta 2 because if you are making angle over here. So these are the discussions we have already mentioned. So my phi is called as a pi by 2. I have both the phi 1 and phi 2 are equal. So I am using this formula, phi 1 and phi 2 both are equal. So my phi is equals to pi by 2. So now my equation will be b is equals to mu 0 I divided by 4 pi. I am using my distance d over here, which is behaving as a magnetic field's distance. I have a b that is called as a 4 pi cross 10 to the power minus 7. My current is equals to 35 amperes, multiply by 2 and then divide by 4 pi, and then distance d is equals to 0.2 meters. So you can just see that 4 pi can be directly cancelled out and 2 and 0.2 can be directly cancelled out. So only merely left part is called as a 3.5 cross 10 to the power minus 5 teslas. So this is how you can just solve all your examples, which are very much simply available to you. So these are the example number 1 and example number 2. So whenever you are solving such type of your examples, keep something mental calculation and have a habit that engage your mind frequently, so it will be quite useful to you. Now my example number 4.3. Now example number 4.3, I have been given that a long straight wire again in a horizontal plane. Okay, so this is the condition of a wire. It is in a horizontal plane. My current is passing from north to south. So my direction of a current is called as a I, north to south, and I want to just find it out that current is of a 50 ampere. Give the magnitude and direction of magnetic field, which is 2.5 meter east of the wire. Okay, this is my east direction and this is my west direction, and this is the point, let's say P, and this distance is somehow away, that is called as a 2.5 meters away from my given point where my current carrying wire is passing it out. So I'm using this formula, I is equals to 50 amperes, my distance that is called as a 2.5 meter towards east. So I can have direct formula which is available to me because I have just already mentioned such type of equations previously. B is equals to mu 0 divided by 4 pi r multiplied by 2i. So this is the same equation which we have already used previously. So it is also giving us a reminder that draw such type of lines connected with the magnetic field, and theta 1 and theta 2 both are equal. So I can have, this is the expression I have, 4 pi cross 10 to the power minus 7 multiply by 2, current is called as a 50 amperes, and divide by 4 pi and my distance d that is called as a 2.5, which I have just told it as a d, and I am replacing it. 4 pi cancel out, 2.5, then 2 would be having relationship 2 and 2, that would be 4. So I can have a 4 cross 10 to the power minus 6. But they have asked us that what would be the direction of a magnetic field. So my magnetic field direction is called as a vertically upward. So this is how, with the help of Maxwell rule, with the help of a right hand thumb rule, with the help of your current formula, you have a various types of choices available to you. So you can utilize those and you can find it out the direction of magnetic field. So such is the condition. You can also apply such type of condition. Let's say this is my thumb, these are the magnetic field direction. So this is called as a vertically upward because my fingers are, let's say this is the condition, my fingers are going upward. So this is called as a vertically up would be the direction. If you want to mention in terms of a dot and cross, so there would be the dot over here and there would be a cross over here. The magnetic field lines are coming up and going inside. So this is the direction of your magnetic field. So you can just do previous types of various types of practices and you can cope up with the examples. Now a horizontal overhead power line which is passing a current of 90 amperes, and then I have current which is in a 90 ampere in the east to west direction. So first of all, my current direction, that is called as the current, is equals to 90 ampere, and it is from east to west. So first of all, I have to draw some of the primitive definition or figures. North, south, and east and west. My current is passing from east to west. So this is the direction of current. This is current. So you can apply that your Maxwell's thumb rule or direction or Ampere circuital law. You can have various type of choices, whichever you want to utilize. You can have a palm as well. Apart with that palm rule, you can also find it out that a flow formula. My current is called as a 90 ampere. My distance from that wire, from this wire, that is called as a D. I am using that R, and that is called as a 1.5 meters. And apart with that, I have been given that to find it out magnetic field. So magnetic field will be what, and you can find it out direction. So I have direct formula, B is equals to mu 0 divided by 4 pi r multiply by 2i. So I am right now putting all those values which are available to me. So B is equals to, I have 4 pi 10 to the power minus 7, then I have a current 2 and 90, that is called as a 4 pi. My distance D or R equals to 1.5. You can say that 4 pi cancel out, 1.56, and that is having 2, that is called as a 1.2 cross 10 to the power minus 5 teslas. So you can say that as per I am just using my finger thumb, I can just find it out. Curl is giving me the direction of magnetic field, that it would be of southward. So this is how you can calculate all those data. Next one example is called as your magnitude of magnetic force. Magnetic force, you have to find it out, means F, you have to find it out. Next would be that thing you have to find it out is that current carrying wire of 8 ampere. So my current I is equals to 8 amperes, and that is making an angle of theta which is of 30 degrees, and my magnetic field B is equals to 0.15 Tesla. I have to just calculate all those things. You can see that I have a F, I, L, B, and something I have to find it out. So you can say that L length, but you have been told that magnetic force per unit length. So basically we have to find it out F, that is not normal F, that is called as a force per unit length. Let's say I'm just using this formula, F dash is equals to call as a F by L. So this is my equation number first one. Next one is called as a F, that is called as my formula is called as a BIL sin theta. So I'm just applying that equation number A is implies to equation number B. So I am utilizing that, and I may have now F dash is equals to BIL sin theta divided by L. So I may have F dash, which is called as F by L. So I may have BI sin theta. Theta equals to 30, so sin 30 is 1 by 2. So I can place all those values. That would be 0.15, that is that is called as a magnetic field, multiply by my current, that is 8 amperes, and that is called as a sin 30, that would be 1 by 2. So I can have my F dash is equals to 0.6 Newton per meter. Be careful whenever you are solving examples, because right now they have asked you to find it out force per unit length, because whenever you have a force per unit length, it means that they want that Newton per meter. If they have asked you that only find it out force, then only unit would be Newton, and there is no need to put L over here in denominator. So be careful what they have asked us. Sometimes they are giving you some of the length, and they want that force per unit area or maybe unit volume. So be careful. Such type of examples can be modified, and people are just saying that it is a smart example, but it is not that much smart until and unless you are committing such type of a blunder where you can just directly find it out force, and you can say that your task was perfectly done. But actually they have asked us that force per area or force per volume. So these are the minor small mistakes people are students are committing. Now I have 4.6, which is right beside me. Then I have been given that a wire of a 3.0 centimeter. So you can just say that my length of the wire L is equals to 3 centimeter, 0.03 meters. Then current which is passing, I is equals to 10 amperes, and it is called as a solenoid. So this is the word you have to just look forward to. It is called as a solenoid. And you are aware that whenever solenoid is there, you have a simple formula. So I want to find it out. My current is called as a 10 amperes. Magnetic field is given to me, that is 0.27 teslas. They haven't mentioned right now that what would be the number of turns per length or something else. So I have to just only find it out. Magnetic force. So the formula of a magnetic force is available to me, so I can just utilize my formula. F is equals to BIL sine theta. So my value of a force is 0.27 multiplied by 10, then that would be 0.03 meter length, and my theta, that is perpendicular. See, in the terms they have used that word perpendicular, so such are the words, always be careful. So this is perpendicular